Lights on Taste Buds now. Nelson Mandela's former private chef of 22 years is set to embark on a culinary world tour. Chef Xoliswa Ndoyiya launched the 22 presidential tour last night in Johannesburg in celebration of International Mandela Day. The tour will head to New York, London, Dubai, Beijing, as well as several other local and global cities. The tour will also look to raise funds for a culinary school in the rural Eastern Cape. For more on this, I'm joined now by Chef Xoliswa. Good to have you, and thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me, Dr.
You are an icon, if you would say, in the culinary space. Not only that, but also a custodian, if you like, of Xhosa culinary culture. But I suppose most people would like to talk to you about being Madiba's personal chef for more than 2 decades. What is the thing that people still ask you? I mean, after so many years that he has passed away.
People, they still ask me what dishes Madiba used to enjoy most. People, they ask me, how was Madiba as a father, as a human being at home, more than being an icon outside the world? And then I always give them that. But then it seems as if people, they didn't know him as a father, even if though he is not at home.
Yeah.
And they didn't know him as a simple human being, not as a hard person. Yeah. But being his humility was one of the things that I could say that people are still asking themselves, why was he like that? And which I cannot even answer for him that question. Yes, I can answer for what I have seen from him and I have picked up and then I've taken from him.
Right. 33 years or so you've been in the industry, is it?
Sure, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Last year you got top honors at the 2024 Food XX. Was that your biggest accolade, or you've had some more?
That was the biggest, if I may say, because everything that I get, to me, it's big. Everything that people are just giving to me as an honor, I feel it's big. There's nothing small for me. But what I can say about in the industry, you should humble yourself. As long as you love what you are doing and it's in your heart, then you can master it.
Yeah.
Then you can master
what do you think sets you apart? I mean, what makes your contribution so remarkable?
You know, my love in this, that's what I think. Because if I didn't love what I'm doing, I don't think I will be where I am today. And I don't even think that I would have got this job that I had to serve Madiba for these years. Yeah. But because of my love and for my passion for it, that is what has made me to be where I am today.
One of the ladies that you would have taught says when you started the class, you shared that anecdote of what actually happened and how you actually got to that job. You were interviewed by his security detail.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Wow, that was a most difficult time for me because I didn't even know that I was going for an interview. That interview for me was something that surprised me because a friend of mine that I grew up with in Queenstown, Gloria Nokanda, I mention her because that's a lady that has made me to be where I am today. And she just called me to say, look, let's meet in town. And she spotted a place that is the headquarters of ANC, that is Shell House. Yeah. So, and then she changed immediately after she told me that we must meet there. She said, no, I'm not coming, but I'm sending our driver. Because I know her as working at Mr. Dorstein in his house in Saxon. It was his house by then. So that's where Madiba used to go and write his book, A Long Walk to Freedom. So she changed from nowhere. She said, no, I'm not coming. I'm sending a driver to come and pick you up. And that is fine. But I had to tell her what I'm wearing so that the guy can identify me. So the guy came and then he took me. But the guy said to me when he saw me, can you please accompany me? I just want to pick up some documents from the office and we are taking them somewhere. Then I had to go with him. Surprisingly, I got into an office with a long table in a boardroom with the black and white suits guys with no smile. God knows that at the end we ended up being brothers and sisters, but the first time I saw them, they were not giving me any hope that I should know them better than I see them that time. So now what happened, they started not even like giving me a way of saying, we are welcoming you. They just look at me and they were greeting each other, comrade, comrade, and I'm standing there like, I may say, a statue there. Then after some minutes, they said, oh, Sissy, sorry, here's a chair. Then I sat down. They started giving me a lot of questions, bombarding me with more questions. Where do I come from? Do I have siblings? Do I have parents? And then do I have kids? And I'm answering all these questions, but I'm asking myself, why? Why am I asked this? And then eventually they said to me, Sissy, Sis Gloria told us that you are a great cook, but we would like to know if we can offer you a job, and that is to cook for an icon, be it a South African or an international one. So I look at them, I said, because they were not nice to me, I said, let me be sarcastic once. I said, no, I'm not hunting for a job. So they look at each other and they put their pens down and they said, okay, this one that I thought, Bujomo, that may his soul rest in peace as well. He said to me, no, Sissy, we understand that you were not hunting for a job, but what if there's a better offer? Then I said, well, then if there's a better offer, I can take it. So then they were happy about that. Yeah. They said, they asked me more questions, their address, my home address in Queenstown and all that. I gave them that. And then lately they said, Sissy, now you got the job to cook for an icon. There you are in the kitchen, you are cooking. Tell us, what will you do if somebody or a lot of people can come and ambush you or maybe distract you from the kitchen, what you are doing? What will you do? God knows how did I answer them. I just look at them and said, look, when I cook, I don't leave my pots. And there's no second cook will come to spoil the pots. So I cook and I serve, then that's what I do. They put their pens down. For the first time I saw them smiling, they went outside to take a smoke. They came back and said, now we are taking you to Gloria for real. Then the guy had to take me, and then we had to go. On the way, I know where is Saxon, but I saw the cars turning to Houghton, and I was like, where are we going now? So outside the gate, I saw the black cars, a lot of black cars with the guys, black and white suits, And then we passed them, we get into the house, and then inside the house, there were still more of them, like you, colored, black, and Indians, and all the mix of them. So we passed them, we got to the kitchen now. So when I got to the kitchen, that's when I saw Gloria. Then I felt so better and relieved. And then when we wanted to hug and greet, this guy separated us, the same guy that took me to Shell House Inn. Now he took me, he said I must follow him. So we were going to Madiba's lounge, which I didn't even know. Yeah. So as we were walking, apart from the lounge that you are going through to his, there's a passage. So when I lifted up my eyes, saw that I was crossed this passage that he's crossing. I lifted my eyes, I saw that they're sitting there in his lounge, facing right to me. And then I was like, I couldn't move. I couldn't move an inch. I was just stunned. I was trembling. I was trembling.
Intimidating. I mean, that's a story that started this whole thing. 22 years, of course, you then serve him. Now we are here today and you're embarking on this journey, 22 presidential. How does that vision of 22 presidential meet with what you have been doing?
This is a huge thing that I'm thinking about, but this was a dream that came true today, because I have been dreaming about this for many years, since I had my first book that I had to bless the book, 2010, my first cooking book. And so this is huge because for what I've been doing to the presidents of the countries that they used to come and to be Madiba's guests and then to be Madiba's friends, to come in here, dine with him on the table, then it has taken me to know that I need to do something that I've seen Madiba doing to people, and more especially to young people that I know. Madiba was looking at them as the future leaders more than they have started the journey. So I said to myself, what can I do? Because I love what I'm doing and I need to pass it on, and I need to see myself that whenever I'm not here, I've left something where I have been with him, going to all these countries with him, being seen and then being after him, and then whatever I was doing it with loyalty and respect. So I want to do that and give it to the young ones. That is what it means to me a lot.
So, as you say, I mean, you've served VIP meals to heads of state. You know, what are some of the things that they would ask for?
You know, you mean the
meals that you
the guests that I'm serving. They will never ask me for anything except going to the table, finding out what we are serving. But the funniest thing is that Tata was a very person that could persuade you. Because whenever they have to dish up whatever we think that we are serving for them, you know, when you serve, you know that the person that you are serving every day loves what and likes what. So we have to have the variety of dishes on the table, so to give them a chance to choose whatever they want to eat. But the funniest thing, whenever he dishes up, they will go for what he's eating. I mean, just talk about the President Bill Clinton after Tata's inauguration. I was so embarrassed when Tata wanted us to offer him dumpling and ulusu. And that was that.
And did he enjoy it?
And he took it. And I was so worried when he did that, because I kept on looking at that and saying, we cannot be serving the president. Hey, no, Xoli, Bill eat what he eats at home. I eat what I eat at home. So that was the final word. So I couldn't say anything more. But the president enjoyed whatever it was there. So that was the most beautiful times when you watch them, feeling that wherever you are out of home, you can still enjoy whatever you are being served.
The vision of the culinary school at a rural area like in the Eastern Cape, is it Qunu? Where is it going to be?
No, I'm coming from Queenstown.
Queenstown, okay.
That is coming from Qunu, so it's 3 hours away from my home. And I said to myself, Tata has been preaching for many years to us to know. Look at me, I'm from Qunu. But little did I know, or maybe I had a dream that one day I will be a leader, but I didn't know that I'll be a president. But if you have a dream that you can do something, it doesn't matter where you are, where you were born, but try to do something out of yourself and show people that this is what we can do. So that has stuck into my mind that I will never give up, because Madiba's words to me when he sits with me, Toli, never give up in life. You must never give up, not unless you are dead. That's when you can give up. But if you are still alive, just push yourself, never give up. And when I look at him, he never gave up until he was of his age, 95, but he was still looking forward to do something better to people. And then all what he has to say, do good, expect no reward. So I said to myself, I'm coming from Queenstown. The people of Queenstown have seen me, and they said I have never embarrassed them. I've never disgraced them. I've been watching after that. I've been doing good things, but they've never heard my name going to everything that has been going on around other people. So I said, I want to take that back to the young ones, that I don't want to see the children going away, that they want to have the culinary school, to go to culinary school, but they have to go to the big cities. Can't they come here? Can they be here? Can they be served here and see that even at home, I can just move from home, wake up at home and go to where I want to do my best, yes.
I can sit with you the whole day and listen to this story. That's just so fantastic. Thank you very much for coming through. And we wish you all the best in your tour. And hopefully you'll make a turn again here and come and tell us a little bit more about how that experience has been.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me.
That's Chef Xoliswa Ndoyiya there, former chef, private chef to Nelson Mandela. And that's where I leave you for tonight here.